Well, hi team, and welcome back to episode 38 of the Skills Workshop with the one and only Adrian Bo
Troy
coming
Malcolm,
to you live every single Friday morning. I'm Troy Malcolm, bringing you tips, tricks, challenges, hacks, everything that we see out in the field. AB, last week, episode 37, we spoke about the listing presentation.
Yep.
We have spoken a lot about it because we've started to see a lot of potential clients are thinking now's the time to move on. Now, the nice thing about that is vendor activity always almost equals buyer activity.
Yes.
And the current listings we have on in the market right now, we're starting to see in many cases double-digit numbers coming through open for inspections.
Great news.
Now, what an amazing time, what an amazing space to really create influence in the market by creating world-class open for inspections.
Absolutely, and it's so refreshing to see those double-digit numbers return. And in real estate and in this skill set or this art that we have, it's all about adapting to the market. So, 12, 18 months ago, sometimes we're getting 30 groups through. 3 months ago, it was sort of 5 or 6 groups through on many occasions. Now we're starting to see 10, 15, 20 groups through again, which is great. So, what does it mean? It means that in all those scenarios, all those situations, we still need to deliver world-class open for inspections. Now, what's a world-class open for inspection? Firstly, it's energy and mindset. Okay, so energy and mindset is not just giving a brochure out saying, yeah, g'day, what's your name? Unfortunately, there's still our competitors in the marketplace that are doing that. I say that unfortunately for the industry, but fortunate for us. So what I always adopted as a mindset in the field on a Saturday was that it was show day. And I always said to myself, what an opportunity for me to display my skill set, and what an easy opportunity is, given my competition, how it was to be able to connect with people and work with people, because I didn't have to do that much. All I had to do was remember their name, provide them with some quality information, so not just a brochure but also frequently asked questions, which went into detail around where's the hot water system, where's the local schools, etc. Then I had to have the right personnel at the inspection, so even if you're just on your own as an agent, hire someone on a Saturday just to help out at the inspection. They don't have to be a skilled person as long as they're providing information. And then walking around the property as the skilled agent, walking around, not just standing at the front because anyone can do that, but walking around and talking with people, a bit like an environment where someone's there to see you, whether it's your birthday or an event or whatever the case may be. Hi, I'm Adrian Bo. Thanks for coming through. The owner really appreciates you coming through. It's obvious there's the bathroom, bedroom, but did you know that northern aspect's really difficult to actually come by in this street? Did you know that if you cut through those steps that go up through to Oberon Street, you can get to the cafe in about 3 minutes? And in fact, if you order the vegetarian sandwich there, I can tell you it's terrific. So those nuances is really what's the art of selling, because a bedroom and a bathroom and a floor plan, that's easy. Anyone can replicate that. But when you come down to selling the experience, which is, my vendors told me that they had 3 21st birthday parties here, and they said that they fitted 100 people through in each of those birthday parties. They've had Christmas dinners, they've had, so they're the experiences that people can visualize themselves in the home rather than just tangible accommodation.
The experience of making it a memorable one, Adrian, I think it's fair to say, if a buyer comes through one open for inspection, it's pretty easy to say they're probably inspecting 5 other properties on the weekend. What you've just described there is when they go home on a Saturday afternoon, when they go home from the midweek open, they're going to remember one thing. God, that Adrian guy, he knew his stuff, and geez, he knew my name. He actually cared about me, and he told me more about the property than just the standard configuration, bedroom, bathroom, living space. Oh, there's a granite bench top. Right? Everyone knows that. They can see that on the photos. They can see that on the brochure. What are we doing to create that experience? I love the word picture there. I love the fact that you said we had 3 21st and we had over 100 people. Like, that can be daunting for some people, but at the same time, you want to make sure that they know that if they've got family, if they want to be an entertainer, they can picture themselves going, okay, well, if it can hold 100 people, then definitely, we have 50 people every Christmas. Why not? Let's do that.
That's right.
So what are you guys doing out in the field to really create that memorable experience? Now, Adrian, the other side of that is speed of follow-up after the open for inspection. So not only creating the environment, making sure you've got the personnel there, making sure they're warm, friendly, bubbly, inviting, excited personality, but also post, when they were walking out of the property, you always had a key line that I love, which was, listen, we'll be in contact with you within 24 hours to make sure that we've got all your requirements, you've got all the information you need to help you make a decision.
Yes.
Now, that was something you prided your team on, and in many cases, you got in contact with them sooner than that as well.
Definitely. So, I think that real-time callbacks are something that we should be really focused on. What that means is, as long as you're not occupied with someone else, really there's not that many questions you've got to ask when you're doing a callback as such. Is A, qualifying on behalf of your vendor who's paid your advertising, whether there's interest in the property or not. B, if there's not interested in that one, see if you can divert them towards something else, as long as you've exhausted the initial query. 3, identify whether they own and live in the area so that they're a database piece for a pipeline, whether it's in 3 months or 3 years. So that's as complicated as it needs to get, really. So that can be done in real time. If it's not in real time, it can be done that afternoon. If it's not done by that afternoon, then Monday morning. Any later than that, frankly, I think you've lost the opportunity. It's probably not even worth doing, because at least one other agent has got in before you and has already data mined that experience and has already put them onto another property.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got to remember, what's the full service offering we're providing? We are providing that, and that's the kind of nail in the coffin to say, you know what, Adrian is the best agent in the area. I would only ever choose to use Adrian and his team when I'm representing, when I choose to sell. Guys, so many questions come up about what to say, when to say it. Those 3 areas that Adrian just covered off. Does it suit your requirements? Is this the property for you? If it's not, we can help you find something else, but we also want to make sure that we've exhausted all options of this current home.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're subjective, sometimes they're objective.
Yeah.
Sometimes the colour of the paint doesn't work. We need to overcome that, and we've got the dialogue for that. Sometimes the configuration doesn't work. Obviously, that's an objective challenge, and we move them onto the other property. The other part of that is building data, like we've spoken about ad nauseum over the past 12 months, about creating and influencing your market, and then the speed of follow-up. The nice thing about that, Adrian, if you're waiting 24 hours or you're waiting till Monday to have that conversation, have that callback, very similar to the way that buyers are inspecting 5 properties, they're going to get 5 calls from 5 different agents asking the same questions on a Monday morning. That is not a memorable experience. So go back to that original point of how are you creating a 6-star experience around your open for inspections, and it's the total open for inspection experience. It's not just about being there and being present for 45 minutes or half an hour. It's about the follow-up as well. We're going to continue this conversation throughout the course of the year, because I think it's a really important one, and it's one of the biggest differentiators with McGrath against every one of our competitors, the way we conduct our open for inspections. And like Adrian said, it's actually easy to do it very well. AB, coming back to you, episode 39 in the next week, coming out on Friday morning. Give us some feedback. Send the questions through. If you've got any questions, you've got any feedback about this episode, make sure you email adrianbo@mcgrath.com.au, Troy Malcolm@mcgrath.com.au. Can't wait to see you all out around the grounds. Auction season is just about to start. We know there's auctions happening throughout the group, so keep sending through those results. We love seeing them. Congratulations to everyone that started the year on fire. For everyone else, can't wait to see you at Kickstarts and also around the grounds. See you next week.
Have a great day in the field tomorrow.